So now is the time for overseeding. And overseeding can take any lawn, no matter how bad it looks, and make it the best lawn on the block. So in this video today, I'm going to show you the steps that you need to do to have a successful overseed. So the first step to any successful overseed is starting to cut your grass lower. You're going to want to start this about a week before you know you're going to put seed down, and the reason we're going to do this is so when we put that seed down, our existing grass isn't so tall that it shades out the seed and it allows that new seed to germinate. So now we have all of our mowing done, we have all of our clippings from that bagged up and thrown away. Now it's time to start talking about dethatching. The reason we're gonna do dethatching is so we can clear out all that dead material from either heat stress or disease, anything that you might have noticed. It's really gonna give the seeds a good path to get down to the dirt. Okay, so now we're done dethatching. What we're gonna do next is we're gonna head back out with our lawnmower with our bagger on it, and we're gonna clean up all that dead debris. And the next thing on our list is core aeration. And this, in my opinion, is the best thing that you can do for your lawn. I have a lot of compaction in my lawn, and you might too. If you see a lot of standing water, or if you spray water and you watch it run down your yard, you might have some compaction going on. So this is going to be a very good step for you to do. We're also making paths directly to the root system of the grass for your water, for your air, for your nutrients, for your soil amendments, whatever it is that you're putting down. This is going to take it straight to the root of that grass. So we're here with George from Princess Cut, and he's a good friend of mine. He lives just right down the street, and today we're going to talk about seeds today.
Yeah, exactly. You know, actually, Andy only lives about 5 minutes away, so anytime, you know, I need to film a video or he needs to film a video, we could always help each other out, and that's what's great about this. Thanks for helping me out the other day.
I'm happy to be there. Happy to have you here. So we just got done putting down seed, and I went with a turf-type tall fescue from MVS. I went with a lateral spread. George, what'd you go with this year?
I actually went with perennial ryegrass from Seed Superstore, the SS9000. But I think you're going to have a competitive advantage against me because you put down the tall fescue, and even though we're heading on into fall right now, the temperatures are going to be 90s all week.
They are.
So the simple fact that you threw down fescue, I think you're going to have a much better chance of survival than me.
I put mine down using a broadcast spreader, but I know in your video you talked about a drop spreader. What are some advantages over a drop spreader compared to a broadcast spreader that I used?
So one thing that I like about the drop spreader is that you can keep the seed out of all the areas that you don't want grass seed to get into, because when you use a broadcast spreader, it just kind of shoots all over into your mulch beds, into your rock beds, into your landscaping, and you know, it just kind of doesn't give you the control that you really want. So I use the drop spreader in all those sensitive kind of areas, and then I use a broadcast spreader inside my lawn.
So right now in Illinois, it is hot. It is 80s, 90 degrees for the next few days. I just put seed down, and I'm not gonna put down starter fertilizer just yet. I know everybody's gonna be throwing that down right on top of their seed, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna let it cool down. I don't wanna push that top growth to shade out that seed that I just put down. That's something I might look at in the next week or so, but right now I'm not touching it. I'm just gonna water it and I'm just gonna let it go.
I'm actually glad that you mentioned that, Andy, because I know it's not only us that are having a heat wave here in Chicago. I know across the country, a lot of people are having those 80, 90, 100 degree days. So I think you holding off on that fertilizer is gonna be something beneficial in the long run.
All right, so 2 more quick tips on how you can be more successful on your overseed. Get yourself some Hydrotain. What Hydrotain is going to do is it's going to help that soil retain water so you don't have to keep that soil as moist so much. It's going to help do that itself. Second thing is throw some biostimulants on there. It's a good time to put some humic acid and maybe some RGS on top of those seeds. Those 2 things are going to help you be more successful. So that's going to do it for today's video. I want to say thank you for stopping by. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like these videos. I hope you have a successful overseed. Thanks, guys.